You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It's your host, Brian Fullerton, here hanging with you guys. Well, good morning. So, guys, really quick, today's podcast, I want to do a talk or just kind of share some ideas, really. I'm trying to keep this a little structured. I wrote down a bunch of notes this last couple of weeks. Been working on this thought for a while, talking about efficiency and productivity. And really, these are things that I'm going to be personally doing as I go into 2022. Maybe some of these things are some of the topics that you guys might be able to use, implement, apply into your business going into 2022 as well. Because here's the name of the game. Make more money, have a more successful year, be more productive, be more profitable, and there's strategic things we got to do to get there. And so I think the shame would be that I am the same person that I am today that I was a year ago, right? We never want to be the same person. We always want to learn, grow, adapt, change, and overcome. At least those are the people that are winning. That's what I've noticed that they're always trying to do. So that's what this episode is going to be about. I don't have this huge formal talk. I have a bunch of bullet points that are actually written down. So maybe we'll be able to formulate a thought and a story here as we go. Just kind of share some analogies and maybe some real life examples. A couple quick announcements, and then we're going to hear from today's show sponsors. But first off, flash sale, isotunes.com. They're Pro 2.0s. That is the hearing protection brand that we work with. They have been great for the last 4 or 5 years. I know some folks, like the IsoTunes, some folks have preferred to wear AirPods or just some skull candies or, a different brand. That's totally cool. Either which way, wear something, for crying out loud. That's my little soapbox, my little PSA. Hearing is not something you can get back once you lose it, okay? Same thing with eyesight. You do not want to be zipping around town on your lawnmower without eye protection, right? And then boots and gloves and all this other stuff. So any which way, I forgot to mention the sale on the podcast last week, Friday. So the sale is 30% off, promo code Brian's30 for the Pro 2.0s. Okay, so those are the ones that I wear during the summer. When I travel around, I kind of wear the Freeze. Those are the little earbud ones. They're not as loud as the Pro 2.0s. And then in the spring and fall during leaf cleanups, we wear the IsoTune Lynx. That's the over-the-head style, like earmuff kind of canned hearing protection. So any which way, get a pair for you, maybe for next spring. Get a pair for maybe a subcontractor friend, maybe another lawn bro around town, or maybe a pair for your guys, for you, your crew. Go order 2 or 3 pairs. They're normally $100. I think they're $30 off, which is down to 70 or whatever it is. That's a really, really good deal. I'm pretty sure that's the most aggressive sale they're going to do year round. Okay, so that's a pretty good one there. I also wrote down Launchpreneur Academy Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales were a huge success. So many of you guys took advantage of those sales. Just genuinely want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting what we do. Thanks for supporting our small business for Liz and I. That goes right into helping us to pay off our cars, goes into helping us build a home, goes to pay off debts or pays our bills. It's a small business that we have with the training website. And if you guys need long contracts, no contracts, training resources, programs, coaching calls, right? That's all there at launchpreneuracademy.com. So I just want to say a big thank you for supporting that website. A lot of you guys, I think we're looking to load up for some of the snow contracts, and then a lot of you guys are looking to load up on the lawn care contracts for next spring, which is great. They're just kind of plug and play, editable, downloadable documents and resources. And then also a bunch of you guys picked up the whole ball of wax. So the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale has ended, but the whole ball of wax promotion goes through Christmas Eve. That's 20% off that bundle. Normally it's $9.99. If you added it all up, long story short, it's like $3,200, $3,300 worth of resources on the website that you get for $9.99. And right now, promo code ALLIN20 saves 20% there. So it's $800, right? That's a phenomenal deal. I'm just telling you, if you're going all in next spring, crazy value. By the way, we have a bunch of new resources already coming, and then a bunch more that we're looking to build through winter. And so all of those documents that get added, any of the training programs, any of the resources that we add to the website, you get free lifetime updates and upgrades to anything new we add to the website. So you're kind of like grandfathered in. So back in the day, the whole ball of wax was $249. Those people got a hell of a deal if you ask me. But those are the early adopters. Those are the ones that believed in what we were doing. Well, then I think a year or two ago, we changed it to $4.99 because we dumped, like 8 more resources onto the website. And then we added last spring, like 17 more resources, and that just put it through the roof. So long story short, it will go up in price. The whole ball of wax will probably be $12.99 or $14.99, maybe March or April. We might do one more like 10% off sale in March or something like that. But don't wait. Don't wait to get access to all the resources that we have now. Phenomenal deal. And I'm telling you, we have 4, 5, 8 new resources that are going to be coming in the spring, which, by the way, kind of leads me to a quick point, and then we're going to get into this topic because I don't want this to be a super lengthy episode, but I'm looking for you guys' help. And actually, I want to work together. There's so much opportunity here for all of us to grow, to scale, and to learn and build our businesses together. So here's the deal. I am genuinely working on about 3 or 4 more resources. I'm going to have those available probably by February on the website. I'm not going to, I don't want to tease them even. I don't even want to mention them just yet because we're working on some stuff here, and I don't want to count my chickens before the hatch, right? But one thing I want to just extend an offer to you guys out there is that a lot of you guys use our resources, but a lot of you guys have your resources of your own, and I want to work together and partner up with you. If you have a product or a resource that you think we could market and sell and make available at launchpreneuracademy.com that can help out the rest of the community, please shoot me an email at brianslawmaintenance2007@gmail.com. Maybe you have, an employee procurement form, a landscaping contract. We actually have a handbook that we're going to be coming out with, a landscape bid proposal that we already have coming. I don't want to drop too many things here, but we're just kind of shoring up the whole landscape business ecosystem. So you guys have every resource that you need to run a successful lawn and landscape business. If you guys have a good landscape contract, or if you guys have a good employee procurement form, or if you guys have a employee handbook and you want to partner, we can do a revenue split, or I can, buy out the rights to it. Let me know, because those are some things that I'm looking to shop for on the website that I don't personally have in my own company even to make available to you guys. Well, we kind of do, but it's not public yet, right? So that's the kind of stuff I'm working on. If you got something first class, if you get something professionally made, if it's something you scribbled together, I don't want to, promote something like that. No offense, obviously, right? But we want to have some professional resources. But there's so many of you guys listening in that have some of these amazing resources, and it'll put some money in your guys' pocket. With the internet, we can scale it. We can put it on the website for, that's the thing. We some of these contracts we bought for many, many thousands of dollars and legal fees and lawyer fees, right? But then with the internet, I can charge 20, 40, 50 bucks. And if 10, 20, 50, 100 people buy them, right, it can just scale, makes it cheaper for you guys, puts a little money in my pocket, puts a little money in your pocket. And for the love of God, you don't need to go spend $300 an hour with a corporate attorney or a lawyer to make these resources on your own. It's really, really cool to see what's going on in there in the marketplace. So if you got some cool resources like that, shoot me an email. Always shopping for some new things, and we'll figure out some compensation, see what makes sense and what you guys want to do as well, and we'll go from there. By the way, if you think we've got like $20,000 for a contract or something, we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll promise to make sure that we find a fair agreement and take care of you guys. Okay. So that's what I got. Whole bowl of wax is going well. The IsoTunes promotion flash sale, and then just want to say thank you guys for supporting Launchpreneur Academy as well. All right, let's talk about efficiency. Let's talk about making some more money. I think this will be a really good episode here as we go into it. Sorry for the lengthy kind of little ad spot here. Let's hear from today's show sponsors, and then we're going to come right on back.
Well, you might have noticed that Brian alluded to the IsoTunes flash sale. You may have even seen it on the Brian's Lawn Maintenance Instagram. And the good news is IsoTunes is extending the weekend sale right on through today, specifically for our podcast audience so that you guys could save 30% off IsoTunes Pro 2.0s. Use the code BRIANS30 to save 30% off their most popular model for lawn care pros. I suggest getting a pair for yourself, picking up some for your crew as Christmas gifts, or just as a way to say, guys, thank you for your hard work this year. This is their best deal of the year, and the 2.0s have great sound plus hearing protection. I've put the special link in the program description, and remember the code BRIANS30 at checkout. Our friend Anthony writes, I love these headphones. I work in manufacturing, so naturally the environment is considerably loud. The way these act as hearing protection is awesome. The battery life is great as well. I work 4/10s and can go almost 3 shifts without recharging them. Money well spent. Well, thank you to IsoTunes for extending the flash sale. And now back over to Brian as Fullerton Unfiltered continues.
All right, guys. Well, as we jump back into it, here is the topic that I wrote down in my notepad, talking about efficiency and productivity. So here's the bottom line. We want to make more money next year. At least I do. We had a pretty good 2021. We're coming up pretty healthy with where we thought everything would be, and putting some money in the bank. Things are going pretty well. But next year, I'm coming with a vengeance. Okay, 2022 is going to be our best year ever. I don't care if there was another worldwide pandemic, anything short of aliens visiting the planet. Knock on wood. Hold on one second here. Okay, knock on wood. As long as there's no aliens that visit the planet, we should be good to go. Okay, so how are we going to get there? Is it going to be just working harder? No, not necessarily. It actually might be working less hard and more efficiently, more smart. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but let's go into this list that I have here. Okay, here's just the premise that I'm working from. I've really been trying to figure out how wealthy people think, how successful people think. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in that same boat. You watch successful people on Instagram Reels, Instagram, YouTube, maybe somebody in your personal life. Maybe you guys are students of your own experience. That always works as well. There's a lot of things that I do different or have changed or modified based on what I did. And I'm like, well, let's never do that again, or let's do more of that, right? So here's the deal. I've been really trying to figure out just personally, how do wealthy people think? How can I become a millionaire? How can I make a couple $100,000 a year? How can we grow our small businesses, our life? I'm on this crazy pursuit lately to just want to take care of my family at the highest level. So here's what I'm going to go through. I got a list of about 20 things. I'm going to zip through it. I hope this episode doesn't turn into an hour long. But let's talk about some different things that we can all do to be more productive next year, because here's why. We want to get paid for production. We want to get paid for the mower moving, for the bricks being laid, for the fertilizer being spread, right? There's different things we have to do. And then there's also things that we have to do to grow a team around that, to make sure that even if we're not the ones that are doing the work, we have other roles that we're fulfilling, but we're still effective at them, okay? So here's some things that I'm noticing that people need to do. Some of these I've done, some of these that I need to do. These are just ways that I think we can all be more profitable and more productive next year, okay? Let's go into it. Number one, hiring a payroll person, okay? If you're still doing your own payroll, I don't care if you're just doing it on QuickBooks or if you have something else going on. Like, here's the alternative, right? I want to give you guys the opportunity to be as productive as possible. And that means that we have to get rid of distractions. We have to get rid of things that are not as productive. So long story short, you can hire a payroll company, and might take you 2-3 hours to set it up one time, register with a couple websites, state, federal. It's not that hard to do. Hire a payroll company to do. And then every week or every 2 weeks, we pay bi-weekly, you can just email your girl the numbers from the previous 2 weeks for your people, and that is it. Money gets pulled out on Wednesday. It's transferring on Thursday, Friday. People get paid on Friday. Those folks send off all the appropriate funds to the appropriate places. You do not have to worry about it. I know some people want to go out there and do their own payroll, and let's say it takes an hour to do for you and your crew. That is between $55 to $125 an hour that we are not doing productive work, where we could have just emailed somebody for 10 or 15 minutes and you can go out there and net the delta, right? You paid some payroll company $20, $30 or, $50 to process all this mess, and you're going out there and billing for $75, $100, $125 an hour, okay? Somebody listening in, you got to get rid of your payroll. It's a huge distraction. Hire that out. Number two, bookkeeper. Same thing with your books. Keep all your receipts, put them in a shoebox, do the whole deal, but get all of your business on credit cards, get all your business with a scanner for any physical receipts, for invoices, for purchase orders. Scan all that into your QuickBooks, scan it all into a Dropbox. I don't know. I don't care. Another one, get rid of your bookkeeping work. You should not be doing bookkeeping work. Your bookkeeper should be doing bookkeeping work. So we got rid of our bookkeeper responsibilities. We got rid of our payroll responsibilities. Lo and behold, they both are just tens right now, with being able to pull out forms, being able to log into QuickBooks. Everything is real time. Everything is up to date. What do they call it when it's, I don't think rectified is the right word, but it's, I think it starts with an A. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's when everything is put where it needs to be. It's all categorized correctly, okay? So I'm not dealing with any more payroll crap. We haven't done that for 3 years now. Bookkeeping stuff. We haven't done. My books are very, very good. I was a 0 on my books 5 years ago. I mean, I was a shoebox guy, had a whole big, shoebox. I was going to say a Nike shoebox. Like, it doesn't matter what shoebox, right? It's a shoebox. But I had the receipts. And then at the end of the year, it looked like something out of the Batman Joker movie with like 100 knives around the guy in his little circle, right? And I had gas receipt pile, car wash pile, equipment pile, marketing pile, admin pile, this pile, insurance pile. I had 14 different stacks, and half of the receipts were faded because they're on thermal paper from the spring, and dust in there, cat hair in there, just dust fuzzies in there. It was disgusting, right? Get rid of all that mess. Hire a bookkeeper for $100-$200 a month. It'll be the best thing you ever do. Another one I wrote down here, maybe you think about this, maybe you don't, is get your groceries delivered. Okay, I can't, for the love of God, understand why anybody in 2021, and here's the deal. We're not better than going to get our own groceries, but for $20 or $30, you can have your groceries delivered. If you can do productive work for $50, $75, $100, $125, $150 an hour, why on God's earth would you go spend 3 hours at the grocery store? Okay, you're like, oh, I'm not there for 3 hours. I'm only there for, for an hour, 30 minutes. I do the perimeter thing and I'm in and out. Right. You're 20 minutes to go there, fight with traffic. 20 minutes to come back, fight with traffic. You're doing it at the end of the day, most likely when you're tired and exhausted, or you're doing it on Saturday and Sunday, fighting traffic with 9,000 other people around town. The worst time to go grocery shopping is on Sunday between 10 and 3 because everybody's doing it before and after church. Fighting with people, you're all Christians, we're all Christians, hanging out, having fun until you go to the grocery store and you all want to murder each other because somebody ran a light or didn't turn on green or whatever, right? Or didn't, you guys know what I'm saying? Stop going grocery shopping. Go get your groceries delivered. You can use Ship. There's 100 different apps out there. Liz and I have not gone grocery shopping in 18 months. We eat out a lot, but we also get our groceries delivered. It's nonsense. It's nuts. And by the way, the $20 delivery fee, when you go shopping anyway and your kid pulls 1 or 2 stupid toys off the shelf to buy, or an extra pack of, Cheez-Its, or an extra thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or some stupid other product that you guys know they shouldn't have anyway, you already paid for the $20 shipping service to have it bring it to your house. It's insane. It's amazing to have your groceries delivered. By the way, we're not rich because we have our groceries, and that's why we can have our groceries delivered. We have the margin to have our groceries delivered because we stopped going to get the groceries and we're able to spend more time in the field and more time doing productive things. Okay, we're just going to get into it. Another one, haircuts. I'm not there yet, but if you can have somebody come over and cut your hair versus you going out to cut your hair, this is a great way to increase productivity and efficiency in 2022. One other thing I'll say too is schedule a regular appointment for your haircut. Maybe it's every second Saturday at 10 a.m. That's your spot. Make just a long-standing appointment at your haircut place. That way you're not spending an extra 30 minutes to an hour. Walk in and asking if they're available. Every second Saturday, every other week, 2 weeks, bi-weekly, you go get your haircut at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, or 3 p.m. on Saturday, or every 2 weeks on Thursday at 7 p.m. because they close at 8. Make it a standing thing. That way you're never standing around at the stupid haircut place. One of my dreams and goals, and I know wealthy people do this all the time, and I want to be wealthy, is they have the haircut person come to them. Right? Because if it takes you 15 minutes to go across town, 15 minutes to come back, and you're an hour at the stupid haircut place, that's an hour and a half where you could have been in the field doing a quote, a bid, or production work, making $75 to $125 an hour, and it costs you $25 to have the guy come over versus getting a $15 haircut. Or maybe it's $40 to have the guy come visit your house, cut your hair for $20, and a $20 setup fee at your house. Right? He gets the chair in the garage, the chair in the out in the back patio, whatever. Maybe it's $50, $100, right? You're making money by having that person come to you. One of our goals is to start having a haircut person come to us. I'm just going through these. This is all stuff that we're doing. We're trying to implement. Number 2, car washes. Have your employees wash your cars. Have your employees wash your trucks. They're already on the payroll anyway. If their hours aren't in for the week, have them wash the trucks down, go to the stupid car wash, whatever. Something that Liz and I did in 2021, this was a huge goal for us, is we have somebody come and get our cars and take them to go get the car washed. I know it sounds bougie, but here's the deal. I'm pouring it out there because I care about you guys. Have somebody else come wash your trucks. Our guy down the road, he's 3 miles down the road. It's $60 for him to wash my car or my truck, the Tesla or the truck. I told him, hey, I'll pay you $100 if you come and get my trucks once a month, and if you wash my Tesla once a month. I'll pay you $200 to wash my cars. Here's the deal. He's got a couple kids that work for him, and they come here together. They get the car. One drives it back. One drives their car back, and they go and wash the car. It would take me 20 minutes to go across town, 20 minutes back. They have the car for an hour to 2 hours. I'm either sitting around there doing nothing. Oh, I'm answering emails. Oh, I'm making an Instagram post. Oh, I'm doing my SEO optimism. Yes and no. No, you're not. You're not doing productive work where you should be in the field. So have somebody come get your car on a Saturday. Find a kid. Find a mobile detail place. Have somebody come over and wash your car for $50 to $75 or $100, or have your employees, for the love of God, go wash your cars. Having clean cars, everything. Nobody's ever impressed with a dirty vehicle pulling up to a job site or for a bid. Okay, it's just not how it works. I don't care if you have a rust bucket. Keep it washed. Okay, find somebody that can do that for you. Another one is a cleaning lady. For the love of God, you don't get paid to scrub toilets. Your wife is not your secretary, and her job is to take care of toilets. Your wife's role and job is to be a wife, a mom, provide and take care of the family and for you, and let her do whatever she wants to do. Don't make your wife scrub toilets and do, wiping baseboards and all this stuff. We're not above it. Okay. We're talking straight up business, and I want you guys to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 next year. Wealthy people do not clean their home. Okay. I'm not a wealthy person. I'm aspiring to be a wealthy person, and I'm just laying it out there. Hire a cleaning person. It was the best thing that Liz and I did in 2021 was hire a cleaning lady. We had her for about 3-4 months. She actually kind of bombed out, and we just didn't have a cleaning person for about a month after the baby was born. And then we hired a new cleaning company. It's $120 a week to get her house cleaned every 2 weeks. $120. My gosh, Liz and I hate cleaning. I mean, we don't mind cleaning, right? But we're just so busy trying to do productive work. For me to go and be able to clean my own house would take me 3-4 hours. Okay, they bring in 2 people for 2 hours, 4 labor hours. If I was out in the field doing $120 work, I'd make $480 in the same time it would take me to clean my house, and I would pay somebody $120 to clean my house. There's a delta there of $360. Oh, and my attitude's better, and my wife's attitude is better, and the house is clean. It's cleaned professionally with the right products on the right surfaces. I take a wet washcloth to the fridge, and the stainless fridge, and it looks like garbage. They take some like Miracle Grow, glow stuff, and it looks like it's stainless steel KitchenAid out of Home Depot showroom floor, right? All right, hire a cleaning person. That's what I got. Another one, I put a chef or meals. Now, I'm sure most of us can't hire a chef. I can't hire a chef. I'm not there yet. But here's the thing. Do you think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is cooking his own meals to make sure that he gets 10,000 calories a day and he stays in tip-top physical shape? The answer is no. I would bet you he's got 1, if not 2, if not 3 chefs full-time on staff as an investment into his health and physique, which is his body and his physique and his smile and his acting, right, if you could say that, is what pays him $20, $30, $40 million per movie, right? I bet you he probably pays $250,000 to $500,000 in having an on-team chef and meal preparing person 24/7, 365 for him to hit his macros, right? Maybe we all can't do that. Maybe you can't hire a chef. But here's the thing that's in 2020, this has been huge since like 2015, is the Blue Apron, the Freshly's, I don't know if Freshly's one, but all these different, stupid meal services. The reason you're getting them promoted to you already see the ads anyway. The reason the ads are getting promoted to you is because somebody ran an ad targeting it at entrepreneurs, because they know that most successful entrepreneurs are not in the kitchen 3 hours a night cooking dinner. Not the growing, hustling, crazy, balls to the wall entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, I'm just telling you, they don't make their own freaking food. And you can argue that till you're blue in the face. I am not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor in 2022 so I can make $500,000 to $1 million. If you are eating food in 2022, I will charge you with 2 ways to do it. One, you have your meals delivered to you. Right, somebody can make them around town. You can get these Blue Apron meals, or find these places that you can get them and then microwave them or bake them for 20, 30 minutes. But 2 ways I want you to eat food in 2022 if you want to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000. Number 1, You get a meal delivered to you and you bake it and you eat it in 30 minutes and then you're back to doing productive things or spending time with the family. Or 2, you go out to eat and you don't eat alone. You never eat alone without either talking to a customer, a client, a team member, a crew member, or your wife. Okay. If you're going to go out to eat, you better be eating it with somebody so you can build relationships, build a book of business, backslap, make friendships, build relationships. That's what you should be doing. Okay. I'm not telling you, well, let me put it back. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing in 2022. I will never make a freaking meal. Maybe I'll grill a steak once in a while, but I will have food prepared for me. I will have food come to me so I can just bake it. Or if I do go out to eat, it's with friends and family so we can build relationships, or business acquaintances so we can build better business relationships. But I'm not going to be going out to eat and just wasting time. Okay. Liz and I are very, very, we're going to make 22 our best year ever, okay? If you can have a chef on staff, like the Mulders and the Almonds do, fantastic, because they're wealthy, and that's why they have a chef, because they're wealthy. I'm just having fun. Another one is hiring a nanny. This might be a controversial one, but if you have the ability to have somebody come over 20, 30 hours a week and nanny your kids, maybe they're young and you want to be with them, fantastic. Maybe you don't want to be with them as much because you want to win, fantastic. I'm not telling you how to parent. I'm just saying get some help. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having some help. If you're trying to build something, you're trying to go to the next level, and you're like, look, this is going to take a commitment. This is going to take time. This is going to take effort. Hire help. It's okay to spend $200, $400, $800 a week on hiring help so somebody can watch the kids. Maybe you're a single dad or a single mom or something out there, and you can't do everything at once. You can't watch the kids while you try to build your business. You're right. You're going to have to pick and choose a little bit here. Some short-term pain for some long-term reward or pleasure, right? Hire somebody to, take care of your kids 20, 30 hours, $15 an hour. It's $300, $400, $500 a week while you build something. You build an asset. You build equity. You hire people, get employees, get customers, do whatever you got to do to grow. Okay. Liz and I, we've hired on staff, if you will. They're on the docket. They're on the payroll. My mother-in-law and my mom. My mom spends time with the baby, but she brings us a lot of meals. Her mom's over during the day. It helps Liz, so Liz can do productive things, exercise, work out, work on her blog during the day. I'm telling you what, Liz and I spent a ton of money reinvesting into ourselves, our relationship, so we get time. We are spending a lot of money to get time back, and we are only able to do that because we are charging more per hour. We know our worth. We're making more money in the businesses, and we're exchanging that money for time. But here's the thing, because we operate at nines, we're trying to be 9s and 10s with what we do. That gives us the margin to be able to hire these other services out. So you're like, well, if I'm hiring everything out at $20, $30, $40 an hour, this is expensive. Yeah, but you should be billing yourself out at $75, $90, $100, $125, $150 an hour, $200 an hour with what you guys are doing for your craft. You get paid as 9s and 10s. All right. Another one here is monthly CPA calls. It is much cheaper to spend $250 a month on a coaching call with your CPA and spend $2,500 to $3,000 a year on monthly coaching versus having a $25,000 to $50,000 to $80,000 tax bill at the end of the year, or $10,000 tax bill. Okay, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but spend money on coaching. It has been one of the most Brian, what's something that you've done that's really helped you out? I've spent money on coaching, YouTube coaching, CPA coaching. By the way, taking friends out to dinner, my friend Mike Bedell, it's not coaching, but it is coaching. I spent $50 to $100, $200 on a dinner, and I learned stuff. You buy access. That's why you go to these real estate conferences or the 10X Growth Con. You spend $10,000 on a ticket. It's not to have a front row seat. It's because of the back room, pre-party, after-party, banquets, dinners, breakfast. You rub shoulders with people. You buy access to these people. Okay, I'm learning this stuff. That's how it works. Okay, it's something I've learned in the last year or two. Another one, paying by credit card. I mean, people writing checks and cash, and are checks coming in the mail? Are you sending checks in the mail? All this mess. Pay with your freaking credit card. Well, there's a fee. So what? There's a fee when you don't pay with your credit card. It's called you're paying with your time. Nobody ever factors that fee into it. You're like, well, I'm going to get charged 1%, 2%, 3%, 4% to pay with a credit card. Yeah, but the extra 20 minutes it takes to write out a check and mail it out and all this other crap, you're still paying that. Okay, if it's less than 3%, write the check. less than 3%, pay it on a credit card, stop paying by checks, and stop taking checks, going to the bank, all this other mess. Like this is a personal one. I used to get a check, and every time because I was so broke, I would get a check and I'd have to, this is before the, quick deposit thing on your Chase app or, your Huntington app. But I would go to the stupid ATM, 10 minutes down the road, 10 minutes back, 5 minutes at the ATM. And I'd spend a half hour just every night depositing the 2-3 checks that I got for $100, $200. Why? Okay. At a minimum, get your mobile banking app and deposit your checks remote. And number 2, stop taking checks entirely. And unless you're landscaping, I get it. But take these, credit card fees for a $15,000 landscape job, I get it. You're not going to go pay $700 in fees, get a check. But for mowing, it's charge card on file, or there's no other way to pay. And there's no other way that we're going to take you on as a customer. Another one here, I've just put online banking. The fact that some people are still like shoving money under the mattress, other than a rainy day fund, to keep some on the side for, outside of the government, and outside of your bank, I get it. But man, put your money in the bank and just start doing things correctly. Another one, this is a huge one. And you might want to go back to listen to this episode. And, I'm just trying to share here. I don't have a talk here. This is just, I told Liz, I'm like, we are going to crush it in 2022. And there are so many things that are non-negotiables that we will never do ever again, right? Another one is auto pay and bill pay. Light bill, gas bill, water bill, cell phone bill, payroll, all these different things. They're auto. I put Rob on salary, so I never have to worry about how many freaking hours he has for the week. I don't have to log into Yardbook. I don't have to log into anything. I don't have to ask him, hey, how many hours did you get this week? Look, I'm always overpaying Rob. Period. Case closed. Because there's very rarely maybe until 2-3 months in the spring where we're actually getting our hours in. And while if your guy's getting 15, 18 hours, do payroll. If your guy's getting 37 or 42, salary him at 40 and stop thinking about it. I know that's probably not a popular opinion, and I don't care. Okay, but Rob gets between 32 and 39, 40 hours a week, if you will. And in the winter, it's a lot less. In the spring, it's a little bit more, 45, 50s. But that tapers by June. We're probably putting 45 hours or 50 hours a week in, the first 8-10 weeks of the season. After that, we're under 40 forever. We're at 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, and then in the winter, we work 10, 20 hours every week or two, right? Depending if we get a snow shift or a snow event, we got 8-10 hours logged in there. For the love of God, just put your folks on salary. You're like, well, I'm overpaying. You're overpaying by 5 or 10%. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to think about it anymore. Another one is pay your freaking mortgage and your rent automatically. I'm telling you, I'm literally telling you what I've done the last 36 months. These are all things that we've done and things we're continuing to do to be able to get my time to go grow. And if you did not put 20, 30, 50, 100, $250,000 in the bank this year, I'm just letting you know that this is the stuff that we did to be able to do what I just suggested. Okay. When I was doing all of these things, I didn't have the money to do these things, and then I got rich, which we're not rich, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't do these things because I had money to invest to get the Delta. I did these things not having the money, got my time back, took the time, traded it for a higher dollar per hour rate for everything that we were doing, made so much extra that I was able to start getting rid of these things as well. And it didn't take but 18 months for this stuff to shore up. I don't even think it took 6 months. I'm dead serious. Like, the sooner I stopped doing all these stupid things that I thought were productive work, my income and my margins went through the roof. Okay. Mortgage. I don't even know what I owe on my mortgage. Well, I know what I owe on my mortgage, but I don't even know the last time I visited. I haven't even opened up my mortgage bill. I haven't looked at my mortgage on the website. I don't even know who I owe the mortgage to. I don't even know it's on auto bill pay, and it has been for 18 months. I don't even notice it come out of the account. It's like $700 a month. I don't even pay attention to it. Okay. Now one thing I will say, pay attention to your bank accounts at least once a month. Go through, make sure there's no weird stuff going on. There's no reoccurring charges that you don't need going on. Liz and I, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more, 6-7 years ago, we went to a massage place one time. It was like $100, and somehow they moved us to a monthly membership. It was like $120 a month, and it tagged us like 3 months in a row because I just wasn't paying attention to stuff. And back then I would have been missing that out of the account. So sometimes weirdo stuff like that happens. So reconcile your accounts. Maybe that was the word I was looking for earlier. Make sure that there's no weird fees or charges, or maybe you got a membership going out that you're not using anymore. Get rid of that crap. That stuff can burn a hole in your pocket. Memberships alone, most people on average with all memberships combined, it's like $3,000 to $4,000 a year that people spend. Maybe you're paying for HBO because it was the off season and you guys were watching more movies and shows, and it's spring and you're not watching HBO for like the next 5, 6, 8 months. Get rid of the stupid $15, $18, $20 a month fee. It adds up. Okay. Mortgage, get your mortgage on auto pay, get your rent on auto pay. Stop thinking about that crap. Another one, remote workers and contractors. You do not have to do it all. Maybe you're trying to like design graphics, for a business card or a flyer or a template or a letterhead or a logo or a pamphlet, a brochure, a postcard. For the love of God, you're not a graphics designer. Stop doing it. I mean, and by the way, what you usually make too isn't that good. You know why I know that? Because mine is not that good. Unless you have a degree in graphics design, you've been doing it for 100 hours and you're not good at it, hire it out on Upwork or Fiverr for $20, $30, $75. It's $25 and they will make something 10 times better than you ever will. And I say that with love. Liz and I use Fiverr and Upwork all freaking day, all the time. I mean, all the time. I mean, it's always some like Pakistani dude named Abdul, whatever. That's fine. I mean, those guys are incredible. I mean, you're like, well, I want somebody here in the States, and I'm trying to hire my cousin or my friend or my brother's sister-in-law or whatever that, she has a design degree and she wants $300 to go make you some stupid logo. Get it made for $50, $100. You're like, well, they don't always do a good job. No problem. Buy 3 gigs, spend $90 or $150, and you're going to get lucky 1 out of the 3 times. We do that all the time. We buy 3 logos. One sucks, one's like, nah, and the other guy nails it. Okay. And by the way, something too is hire 3 freaking people to do the same job at the beginning instead of waiting 6 weeks, realizing it doesn't work, 6 weeks again, realizing it sucks, and 6 weeks again. And now you're 18 weeks into something. What is that? 4, 8, 12, 6. You're 4 months out. And people wonder why nothing ever gets done because it takes you 4 months and then you lose interest along the way. Liz and I lately have always been hiring 2, buying 2, getting 2 of anything and everything because we're not impatient. It's just, somebody said with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk might have said this, but the average person in like, the space world or the automotive world, they'll take 10 years to do something, and Tesla will take 6 months, if not sooner, because they have urgency, priority. It's a priority. They're trying to chip it down, knock it down faster. Buy 2 or 3 of something, you know what I mean? Get 1 or 2 or 3 different people working on it. Okay. Hire out your housework. I mean, you're like, I'm going to go power wash the house. It's going to take you a Saturday. Okay, so somebody's going to go power wash your house for $200. And on a Saturday, you do a 10-yard mulch job and some light landscaping. You redefine the beds. It takes you from, you and a guy, it takes you from 8 to 3 o'clock. It takes you 6, 7 hours. You're done by 3. And you made $1,200 or $1,500. You had somebody power wash your house for $200. So you're getting done 2 hours earlier because it would have took you till 5 o'clock. You had to go spend $100 renting a super power washer at Home Depot. You hate it. You're miserable. You didn't do as good of a job as a professional because a guy power washing your house power washes 3 houses a day. You made $1,200. Your delta on that is $900 or $700 or $500 after everything and everybody for the day, right? So you made $500. After even paying off the power wash guy right out of that, delta I was just talking about. Your house looks fantastic and you're off to the races and you're doing productive work. Stop power washing your own home. Why would you power wash your own home? I hired out a lawn service for my mom's house. I don't go to my mom's house anymore to go cut her trailer park lawn. It took me 30 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to come back, an hour there because there's only a half hour to mow, but then you got to talk to mom for a half hour. Brian, you saying you don't want to talk to your mom? Look, I'm trying to make $500,000. Okay. And going over to my mom's or my parents' house or your parents' house is going to bleed you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay. Stop it. Hire out somebody else to go mow your mom's property. Go power wash your mom's house, your house, paint your house, your mom's house. Stop doing these things. There's other professionals. It's so weird because we're contractors and we're so good at doing it on our own because we are mechanically inclined. We are constructive. We are innovative. We are creative. But that doesn't mean you need to be painting your own house. Liz and I, the worst thing I ever did was paint our own baby's nursery. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I spent, my gosh, I thought I'd knock it out in 6 hours. It took probably 20 hours to paint the stupid room, this like soft petal pink or whatever it is. It did not look very good. I got paint spots all up and down the ceilings. You know, we're tarping out the carpet. We're laying the stupid plastic tarp all over everything. And this took me 30 hours. My gosh, at $100 an hour, that's $3,000. I could have had a painter come in for $800, $1,200, knock out the room in a day. You know, you do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, I ain't paying anything ever again the rest of my life. Okay. Another one, hire out an ads guy. Maybe you're trying to run Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever. Spending money on ads is really delicate. It's a whole, not degree, but it's a whole career in its own, is running effective ads on Facebook and Google. If you're trying, you're not getting good results. By the way, Facebook and Google ads work. They work really, really well. You just have to know how to do them really, really, really well. Guess who does not know how to do it? Me. Guess who subs it out and hires it out? Me. You can find people on Upwork. You can find a friend. Everybody knows somebody who runs ads, okay? And go, instead of you spending 3-5 hours trying to optimize your stupid ads, go hire out somebody for $250 a month retainer that runs your ads and spends $200 to $500 a month for your digital ads. And then you can go off to the races and do productive work, okay? Hire out an ad, find an ads guy. Some of you guys have bigger companies than I do, and you guys have, a lot of you guys do, and you are still on the phone. Hire out a receptionist. Find your aunt, find your mom, find a grandma, find an aunt, find a sister, maybe your sister-in-law had 2 kids. She's staying at home. She's just doing some stuff to supplement. She's got the kids. Guess what? Get a company phone and pay her $250 a week to answer your dumb phones. Right? When somebody calls the phone, somebody should answer, right? Voicemail is not answering the phone. Okay. And if you want to take those calls because you're trying to grow, get new customers, hustle, get landscaping jobs, have a receptionist lady on the phone. You can find, there's so many people that are, stay-at-home wife that want to supplement $250 a week. That extra $1,000 a month is a lifesaver, a game changer for somebody trying to keep their wife home. You are no longer taking the initial preliminaries from the phone, the customer detail, the address, the email, what are they looking for, the vetting process. Hey, right now we're only doing jobs that are between $12,000 and $20,000. Does that fit your budget for what you're looking to spend on your backyard patio? No, my husband and I, we already kind of started, and red flag, they're out. Oh no, we're looking to somebody for $5,000, they're out. Oh no, we're looking for something probably $250,000, they're out. Right? Because you teach or train your receptionist person about what to look for on the call. Then they forward you those leads that are already warm leads, and you can just go and close it, sell it, do whatever you got to do. Stop answering your own phone. Okay. I don't even answer my phone. I get literally in the spring 20 calls a day from customers, but I get 20 calls a day from people on YouTube. Because my number's just out there. I haven't answered my phone since 2017. Don't call me. And even if you do call me, I ain't picking up. There's 6 people I pick up the phone for. I love everybody. It's just, this year, 2022, it sounds really brash, but 2022, Liz and I are focusing on ourselves. It's not mean. It's not egotistical. It's not anything. It's just we have put so many other things first, where we have not put ourselves first, if you will. And just like the airline, analogy, when you get on the stupid plane, put your mask on first before you put the mask on somebody else. I spent 5 years just putting my mask on for everybody else first. This year, Liz and I are doing us so we can go and do what we need to do to take it to the next level. Now, that includes helping you guys. That's the point. Our mask is putting it on to immediately help you guys. But there's so many other things that we have to make sure that we're shoring up on the back end to be able to have the margin to be able to help people grow, help our crew, help our company, help our customers grow, right? All right. I put this one in here because this one just pissed me off the other day. It was changing your own oil. If you are changing your own oil, God bless you. I sincerely wish you the best. I do not know a single wealthy person that changes their own oil. And I want you to think about that thought too. Name one person that you know is a millionaire that changes their own oil. And I'll just leave that one there, because while you're busy arguing and debating and you want to run the numbers and you want to prove to me and you want whatever, you can die on that sword. But if you are changing your own oil, you are bad confused. Now, I'm not saying on equipment, right? I'm not saying on equipment, because it's going to charge you $200 to go get that changed, and you got to take it to a specific dealer and all this other mess. But I did an oil change video, and I had people saying, you spent $140 to get your oil changed? Yeah, it took me literally 15 minutes. And while you're out there doing the oil change for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours on a Saturday morning or a Friday night, I'm doing $125, $250 an hour productive work. I'm just telling you, wealthy people don't change their own oil. It's like the same thing with somebody. It's about as dumb as a conversation as somebody driving 15 minutes across town to save 3 cents on a gallon of gas. Now you might actually have to start doing that because gas is $4.50 a gallon. But thank God, Brandon was able to release the 50 million gallons of reserve oil to drop drop the oil prices down 2 cents. That was fantastic leadership there. Not like releasing the national oil reserves to increase your plummeting poll numbers, but not sure how that's not a conflict of interest. But I digress. So maybe you do need to go save those 2 cents across town. But people who drive across town that you criticize for saving 5 cents on a gallon of gas, while you go and change your own oil, is the most comical thing I've ever heard. Because a lot of people like to criticize other people because they think they're on it so much. And while they're doing that, they look like fools on a different topic, right? And it's just, I'm not coming down on anybody for sure. I'm just telling you, if you want to be successful, this is a list of things that if you're not putting 10, 20, 50, 100, $250,000 in the bank, nobody's better than anybody. Right? But there's things that other people do to get more successful. Like, how can Grant Cardone do this? And how can Gary Vee do this? And you're like, well, they have 500 people helping them. Yeah, but they had to build systems and create margin and stop doing stupid stuff to be able to get the profit, the margin, to be able to hire people out. Then they grew a team, and then they were able to scale. Okay, I'm just telling you this stuff works. I know it works because I've seen... Liz and I, our life is entirely different than the last 4 or 5 years. And I stopped doing so much stupid crap and started raising our rights and knowing what I'm good at. And I was able to spend more time at what I'm good at. And we were able to get there a lot quicker. Okay. Changing your own oil. If you like changing your own oil and it's therapeutic, sure it is. Go for it. God bless you. I'm not gonna, debate on that one. I'm just literally not. I had 70 comments. Why don't you change? You change your own oil? Brian's Lawn Maintenance doesn't change his own oil. Doesn't know how to change his own oil. First off, it's not like I don't know how to change the oil. I could Google. I could find it on a YouTube video. It's just that my time is worth so much more, and it's not because I'm better. It's not because you're better. It's because you have your priorities right and you're thinking right about success. Okay, and if you're out there training $15 an hour work, or $20 an hour work, or $30 an hour work, when you could be making $100, $200 an hour, or the huge lopside is you can also be spending time with your family. Those are my two priorities. If I'm not making $100, $200 an hour, or spending time with my family, I shouldn't be doing it. That's my only two priorities in 2022. You guys know what I'm saying. It's about business and making money. Okay, another one here. I put memberships. These are fantastic ideas. By the way, if you like this episode, tag it on Instagram, share it. If this is helping you out. If it's not, whatever, you'll probably unsubscribe like everybody else, which I don't care. I'd rather run with one than drag 100, okay? Here's another one, memberships, renewal memberships. These are awesome. Cat litter, groceries, different services. You don't have a good outfit, go get a stupid Stitch Fix box or a Trunk Club box. Why would you go to Nordstrom to shop for an outfit? You're a dude. You have no idea how to shop for an outfit. Why don't you go on the Trunk Club from Nordstrom, tell them that your budget's $250. They'll send you a box of shit. You get 3 shirts, 2 jeans, 2 shoes, a watch, a bracelet, and a chain, or a choker, or a necklace, or whatever. I don't even know. And it's $250. And you're like, I don't even know if this, A, the box looks like you buy it all and you save 20%. B, you get 1 or 2 things out of it and you ship the rest back. It doesn't cost you anything. Or 3, you just say, look, this outfit looks pretty legit, pretty decent. If it's hideous, send it back. But if it looks pretty good, buy the whole damn box and stop thinking about an outfit for the stupid wedding you have to go to on Saturday or the stupid, social that you have to go to on Saturday. Okay? Stop thinking about clothes. It's there's a whole word for it, but Mark Zuckerberg wears blue jeans and a gray shirt. Steve Jobs wore blue jeans and a black shirt, sweater, turtleneck. I don't know where that ever came from, but it was the 90s, right? Mom jeans and his black turtleneck. Stop thinking about things. When you go to the restaurant, get the same damn meal. When you go through fast food, get the same damn meal. You guys want to know a life hack here, a marriage hack? And by the way, I'm literally nuts. I get it. I get that I'm a little insane right now, but I'm just telling you this is what's worked for me, and I'm on a mission, dude. I am on a mission to crush 22 like you've never seen. I just want to grow. I want to win. I want to win big, right? Just don't you guys? So another one is in your notepad, make a list of all your wife's favorite foods. Okay, this will save you a whole marriage fight. I have 20 different things here for my wife. That's her favorite foods. Let's see if I can pull it up. Liz Food Orders. I have her favorite place from Middle Eastern place, chicken shawarma, this, and this. Shawarma dinner, 3 sides of garlic, this, and this. Another one's a fattoush salad, grilled chicken. Doesn't matter. Vegetarian grape leaves. Jimmy John's. So she's a turkey tom, tomato, extra cucumber, turkey tom unwich, no tomato, extra cucumber. Her favorite, one of her other favorite restaurants, chopped olive rice bowl with shawarma chicken, olives, veggie grape leaves, falafel with tahini. I don't know. If it's a Coney Island, chicken, lemon rice soup, or Greek salad, no beets, extra cucumber, grilled chicken. If it's at Chick-fil-A, it's an 8-piece nugget meal. If it's at La Casita, it's a little Italian, little Mexican restaurant. It's this and this. Wixom train station, Cajun steak salad, or the shrimp Caesar salad. If we go to Buddy's Pizza, it's an antipasta salad. If it's Outback, it's a shrimp or Caesar salad or a salmon platter, salmon entree. Noodles and Company, it's a pesto zucchini noodles with shrimp, or just the kids' mac. Pad Thai, it's a shrimp, please. Buffalo wings, naked tenders, or it's a buffalitos with spicy garlic on the side. Olive Garden, zuppa toscana, or salad. Any bar food that we go get ever, it's a black and blue burger. Gas station folks, I'm telling you, I'm dead serious here. I don't ask my wife, hey, what do you want? I say, here's dinner tonight. I'm gonna bring home dinner. It's either this or this. Pick your favorite restaurant. She goes, I want Outback. I know her favorite stupid entree from Outback. She knows my stupid order from Outback. We don't go, what do you want? And then we fight, and then it's an hour, and then we're all pissed off at each other, and then my evening's ruined because I only get from 6 to 9 o'clock at night to spend time with my wife, and I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of arguing. 3 years ago, right? Because I'm like, hey, we can't act like immature idiots. We're not immature idiots. We run 2 companies. We're CEOs. CEOs don't act like toddlers and try to figure out what they're trying to order for their stupid food every night. Their food's already thought a week in advance, a month in advance. Okay? Imagine running your business like you do your freaking food orders at night. It would be chaos. So why are you letting that permeate into your personal life? Okay, I don't even know, have to guess what drinks my wife wants or snacks my wife wants when she says, hey, can you grab me a snack at the gas station? Already on it. Tikis, Takis, regular Cheetos, hot fries, hot Cheetos, chocolate-covered pretzels, Gardettos, an Almond Joy, peach Snapple, or a blue, orange, or purple Powerade Zero. I know you think this is funny, and I know you guys are like, well, these guys are nuts. If you did not put 10, 20, 50, 150, $250,000 in the bank, maybe you should listen and pay attention. And I just wish to God somebody would grab my freaking face by the football helmet 5 years ago and teach me this kind of crap, because nobody taught me how to be successful. And I thought it was how well I mowed and how, well we edged and how well we trimmed. I just realized it had nothing to do with any of that. And so you're like, well, how do people get wealthy? I'm literally giving you the best list I could ever come up with here, okay? Figure out what your wife wants. By the way, tell your wife what you want. Liz doesn't bother me with what do I want for dinner. She has 5, I literally eat 5 meals. I'm like a toddler. But if she's cooking, these are the 5 meals that we're getting. If she's ordering food, it's the 5 meals we're getting. By the way, if she doesn't want to sacrifice her health for my stupid pickiness and child orders, so she gets her Freshly meals or her Blue Apron meals or some baked meals that come over, and then she's got to pot them in the oven or the microwave. And she says, hey, you're on your own tonight. Great. I have her order my Chipotle to go. I carry out. I get home at 6. I scarf it down. I spend family time 6 to 9. And then we're doing, outside of the productive work we did from 7 to 6, we're doing the productive work from 9 to 1, growing our second company. I mean, how do you do it all? I stopped doing everything. How do you get so much done? We don't do anything. We don't do anything but productive work, only productive work. I heard a talk. All this is stemmed from a talk from Darren Hardy, Productivity Hacks of Super Achievers. Look it up. There's a ripped version out there on the internet. You can find it. I heard that talk 5 years ago. And between that, the One Thing book, and the 10X Rule book, those 3 resources have helped me to freaking form my life from broke 5 years ago to not broke anymore. Okay. I'm trying to lay it out there and just I sincerely hope this is helping you guys out. Pay in full whenever you can is the last tip I wrote down here. Pay in full whenever you can. A stupid State Farm bill comes in, your insurance comes in, you're paying it quarterly or monthly. You got to write a stupid check every time. Pay it off. Well, I don't have the money to pay it off. Do what I'm telling you to do. You will have the money to pay things in full in less than 6 months. Probably 3 months, because you're doing productive work. Well, my State Farm bill is $800. I'll just pay $100, $800 for the year. I'll just pay $100 a month or $80 a month. Okay, so you're going to tell me you're going to spend 15 minutes opening up your stupid State Farm bill, going on a stupid website, forgetting your stupid password. You can't get in there. It's 15 minutes. You get all pissed off. You forget about it. Then you're going to come back to it 3 days later, have the same stupid problem. Now you're 30 minutes into it, and you still haven't paid your stupid $80 a month bill. Where you could have just took the lady. My insurance agent has all my saved credit cards. I'm not kidding. My insurance agent Let me go through this list. My insurance agent has all my credit cards. They automatically know to charge. I haven't been at State Farm in a year, 2 years. Okay. Brad, the guy at Weingart's, he has all my credit cards on file for the lawn company or the media company on file. Aaron Hurlbrink, whatever, one of my sales guys, and then Ted, they have my social security number, my credit card numbers. Well, I don't trust people. I don't care. If there's ever an issue, we issue a chargeback or it's a chase fraud. It's never an issue. And I trust those guys with my life, my business. So why would I not charge them with my stupid credit card info number? Okay. You're like, well, I don't trust my sales guy. Well, get a different sales guy. My insurance agent has my credit card numbers. My mom has my credit card numbers. My brothers have my credit card numbers. My dealer guy has my credit card numbers. There's probably 3 or 4 more people that have my credit card numbers. There's 10 people that have my garage code. If you ever see a package or need anything, just come in, put it in my garage. I'm not home. Okay. Pay in full whenever you go. By the way, stop going to the stupid mailbox. If you take care of all these other things and you no longer have to worry about all the rest of this nonsense and bullcrap, then you don't have to go to the mail because you're not getting your stupid State Farm bill in the mail. You're not getting your loan mortgage, invoice in the mail. It's auto paid. So why do you have to go to the mailbox? I go to our personal mailbox once a month. By the way, I've unsubscribed from everything too, so I stopped getting mail, email and personal mail. Anything important that comes into the mailbox, there's not anything important that comes to the mailbox is my point. I check my P.O. box every 2 weeks. I check my main mailbox once a month. Well, Brian, I just don't want to miss anything. Why? Who cares? You're not going to miss anything if it's on auto pay. And if you do spend some time on the phone, everybody's understanding and they'll comp one fee or comp one this or comp one that. Nobody cares. Okay. It's not that important. Nobody cares. All right. I just wrote down some quick things and I'm buttoning it up. There's my hour podcast, my short and sweet. I just get all fired up. I'm sweating. The biggest myth I've heard is save money and do it yourself. You're not saving money. You're trading your time. Period. You have to give one or the other in this world, time or money. If you give your time, give it for a premium, buy your time back, and have somebody else spend their time because they don't know their worth yet. Or what they're doing is negligible or minimal. You're not better than them. It's just, you're a landscaper. You can charge $75 an hour. A cleaning lady comes in for $20 an hour. You're not better than them. It's just their rate for what they do, your rate for what you do. Keep the delta. Stop cleaning your dumb house. Okay. I heard somebody say this: a millionaire. You become a millionaire by saying yes, and you become a billionaire by saying no. I'll put that at every level. You'll become $100,000 by saying yes. You'll become a millionaire by saying no. Write that down. That's a good one. Millionaires. People become a millionaire by saying yes and a billionaire by saying no. Oh, another one, estimates and appointments. This is another quick life hack. People give you the 2-option close. I give you guys the 2-option close anytime you book a coaching call. Hey, I can do Saturday at 2 or I can do Monday at 7. Okay, and you guys pick one of the two and we're just, whatever. It's not a tactic. It's just life. We have to book an appointment. But if you're the business owner, don't do this with me because we'll both butt heads and we'll never get it called or get it scheduled. But here's the deal. If your insurance agent says, hey, you need to come in person and do something, and they give you the 2-option close, because any good salesperson knows the 2-option close, which is this time at this time or this time at this time. No, it doesn't work when you're the one that's trying to get life done. You make people work around you. Okay, so I had a company call with somebody, and they said a conference call with a company. They're like, "Hey, we've got Tuesday at 10 a.m. or we've got Wednesday at 4 p.m. Which works better for you?" Absolutely neither. I'm working from 8 to 5. Neither works great for me. I said, "How about 1 o'clock?" I said 6 p.m. on Monday, Eastern time, and they said, "Okay." They said, "Fantastic." By the way, if they say that's not available, guess what? No problem. I have next week Monday, the following week Monday at 6. Okay, no problem. That doesn't work. Okay, next time I have the Monday at 6. Okay, well, I'm sorry. We're all of our people are out at Monday. Well, you better bring them in. Or we're just not doing the call. We're not doing the partnership. We're not doing the whatever. Okay, when you do your bids and estimates, look, you figure out your estimates. Like Andy Mulder does estimates on Tuesday night, right? Keith Kalfas does estimates on Saturday. If they don't work on your schedule, you don't need them. And you're like, well, that's aggressive, and Brian, that's bold, and that's kind of airy. It's none of the above. I'm just straight up telling you with love, it's just business and success. And when you stop letting other people jockey your calendar and put things on your calendar and tell you when you need to be on their calendar, you're just never, I'm just telling you straight up, you're never going to get the margin. You're never going to get control of your calendar. Joel Osteen, he preaches on Sunday. He takes Monday off. Tuesday's media day. Wednesday, he writes out his sermon. Thursday, he rehearses his sermon. Friday, he rehearses his sermon. Saturday, he gives his speech live in person to his in-house staff and group and congregation. Sunday, he puts lights, camera, action. It's the Sunday service. He just rips it out of the frame because he's already given it 3 times before. He's wrote it out for 3 other days. He's done nothing but think about it. Lights, camera, action, and Joel Osteen's got 20,000 people showing up. And I don't care if you don't like Joel. I don't care. But Joel is crushing it with a $250 million organization, right? And you're like, well, I'm going to do every call and every email and every estimate every freaking day. No, not in 2022 you're not, because you're going to win, okay? By the way, try to schedule a media day with Joel Osteen on not Tuesday. What do you think your chances are of that happening? 0. Okay, what do you think the chances of getting Joel Osteen to do a media presentation or conference or whatever on a Monday? 0. It's family day, okay? This is good stuff, man. Millionaires are saying, I can do it. Billionaires are saying that it still needs to get done. But what are the tools or resources I have at my disposal? Who's the staff and the people that I can get to do it for me and let other people work for them? A millionaire says, I can do it. A billionaire says, I can find somebody to do it for you. Another one I heard, don't be penny wise and dollar foolish. Greg Woodstock, is this the job of a CEO? Delegate, outsource, so you're not working on it. Another one I heard, always be quitting, always finding your replacement. Stop discounting your time. And Greg Woodstock actually said this over the weekend. I was hanging with him, and this is the last thing I'll say. If you would have told me I would be paying somebody to do what I enjoy and to do what I've always been passionate about, I would have said you're crazy. For example, maybe you're passionate about landscaping and lawn care, but you pay somebody to mow your own lawn. You're like, I'm a lawn care guy. Yeah, but your route is 15 minutes away, and for you to bring all you and your guys and all this other mess, it's 2 hours and a bunch of money invested. Not ideal, right? Greg Woodstock, he said, if you would have told me I'd be paying somebody to do what I enjoy, washing the car, cleaning the house, cooking your food, whatever, right? He said he would have told you you're crazy just a year or 2 or 3 ago. I enjoy washing my cars. I love washing my cars. I love a clean car. I've had clean cars for years. I enjoy it. And now I'm paying somebody $100 to do it. Are you freaking crazy? But here's the deal. My time is worth more than that 2-3 hours it's going to take, and I need to stop doing it. All right. That's what I got for you guys. Boom, right at an hour over here on my time, plus the ads, I'm sure. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. I care about you. I love you guys. Take this talk, listen to it 3, 4, 5 times before the new year. Set your New Year's goals after you filter your New Year's resolutions through this kind of a talk. This talk is going to help you get your New Year's resolutions for 2022. If you're like, I'm going to do more and I'm going to do this, and yes, you should, but you should also do a lot less, a lot less in 2022. All right. That's what I got. Liz and I got a dinner reservation we're going to get to. I'm about to go spend some time with the family. Guys, I love you. I care about you. I'm like sweating after I do these things. I'm ready to shower again because I just try so hard because I want to make sure that you guys have the resources. And nobody ever told me this kind of crap. This is just what I wrote down in my head over the last week or so. Just bullet points about thinking about productivity and efficiency. And this is stuff that I'm doing every day. And I'm telling you, non-negotiables. I'm militant. We are doing what we need to do in 2022 to hit our goals. This is a great way that we're going to get there. And I'm sure there's a bunch more. And if you guys got some great ones, tag me on Instagram, shoot me a DM. Always love hearing the feedback. If you guys like this episode, maybe it's a little bit in your face, that's fine. That's cool. I challenge you to grow. Leave us a rating and review. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're almost there, and it's almost the end of the year. Help us get there. I think we need 50 or more. How cool is that? All right, guys, that's what I got for you today. Hopefully, we're still friends. We still friends? All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for saying yes in your truck. Nobody heard you, but I did. I don't know. It's like a two-way street here on the podcast, even though I think I can only talk at you, but I'm always listening. All right, guys. Over and out. Hey, appreciate you big time. Have a great rest of the week, rest of the day, and we'll catch up with you guys here on the next one.
Here's Brian Fullerton talking about one of the benefits of purchasing the postcard designs from L'EntrepreneurAcademy.com.
Hey, I don't want you guys to have to spend 10 hours trying to get these things designed and all that back and forth, especially if it is during the busy season.
Your time is valuable, and so is your money.
If you buy 2,500, you get 500 extra cards for free. If you buy 5,000, you get an extra 1,000 for free. So that's some of Brian's discounted rates that you're getting.
That's Samantha Heald from Postcard Mania, who is Brian's preferred printer for these proven marketing pieces.
Buy the design from Entrepreneur Academy. Email up Samantha and her team. We have a direct link and contact info to reach out to them. And if you guys take that design, that PDF art file, Samantha and her team will make minor edits for
free. Yep, for free. We're doing it for free.
So if you want more customers and discounted pricing on printing, then the proven postcard designs and templates at launchpreneuracademy.com is the way to go.
Because of the fact that we print all of our own stuff in-house, there are certain tiers and quantities for us that it make more sense where you guys are getting better price breaks.
Catch Brian's full interview with Samantha on episode 173 and crush your marketing efforts with 11 new postcard designs to go along with the 4 seasonal card designs from last year. Launchpreneuracademy.com.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.